Here we go. And we are live with another week, another episode of the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast that everybody and their mom is fucking listening to. How we doing? This is episode 87. How we doing, boys? Another week, another episode. Let's do a quick recap. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just watching my dogs right now. Here's Nana. There she is. Just kind of sleeping. My boy Max right here behind me. Both knocked out, but I'm here. We're doing well. Going to start off to mention a quick recap of the week. Yesterday, hung out with the boys. We were able to watch UFC. That was great. The event Friday. I think I just got a rewatch of the Odyssey. That was great. Round two of that. And then Monday through Thursday, just kind of like errands for the week, working and whatnot. Working towards the weekend, etc. Went to my buddies last week for a bit in the evening, hung out. That was fun. Da, 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 da. But yeah, I hope you guys doing well on your end. Not much really. Started to play a little bit of Black Ops 2 as well. That was great. I finished the campaign and then started to hop back online. It's been crazy, man, a long time since I played. The last Call of Duty I played was Black Ops 2, like when it came out. I never played Black Ops 3, etc., or any of the further Modern Warfares, or any of the remakes or remasters. I just stopped playing COD. But with a new remake and remaster, I finally have some more time. Finally playing some online, and it's fun. As back on there. My reaction time isn't. It's still good, but I feel like a lot of times it's the internet, your internet speed, um, the maps as well. Like a lot of them are tailored towards sniping, so you can't just run out in the open. But it really is like your reaction speed and how well you can aim, and some of the guns too, fucking more broken, more broken than others. But yeah, I hope you guys doing well. I think we should jump into our first topic now. Um like I mentioned yesterday with the UFC event, we'll get into that in a bit. Rewatch of the Odyssey, just because there was this other movie that came out, but I think I'm gonna wait for it to go on streaming. Um, we finished House of the Dragon last week. That was good as well. Might do a quick, yeah, do a quick episode of that episode summary for the season. But I think for our first topic, we should jump into what we were here to do, which is the Lions schedule. If you guys remember, if you guys have been seeing my past episodes, every week I've been going over a different team, going over their schedule and and their prediction. Mainly just getting ready for the NFL season and helping you prepare for fantasy, which we'll be going over a mock draft later in the episode, towards the end, like in a little while. Let me see. Okay, but here we are now with episode one. I mean, sorry, week one episode. I was seeing the episode 87 right here on my end. So I mentioned episode 87, week one for the Lions. Like I mentioned, we've been doing this every week. Started with the friends, my buddies um, the teams that my buddies are fans of. Excuse me, and from there, just kind of been gearing towards other like relevant teams, like from the division. With me being a Saints fan and all. But yeah, started week one. Lions opening up at home against the Saints. With all the injuries that are happening, but okay, so with all the injuries that are happening to the Lions, I started to believe that the Saints could perhaps win the game. But with the injuries happening to the Saints, vice versa, I now think the Saints probably just cover. I think it'll be a high scoring game to open up the season, but I think the Lions ultimately win at home. So I think they win close one, opening up the season. Week two at Buffalo, that will be an L. Uh, Riding high off of week one, but with the amount of injuries going on with the Lions at the moment, I think on the road, a short week in Buffalo, give me the Bills on that one. Then week three versus the Jets at home, that's a win there. Jets are just an inferior team. Coaching, talent, quarterback, receivers, running back, etc. They have some talent with Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson, but not much beyond that on defense. A lot to be desired as well. So it'll be a win there. Then week 4 at Carolina. It's gonna be a bit of I think a closer game than what people most think. I believe that the Lions ultimately win this one. This is a Sunday night game. Wow. Okay. So this is gonna be they have a Thursday night game and a Sunday night game in their first 4 weeks. It's gonna be at Carolina. I think they'll be inspired. Two cats going at it. I think the Lions win it though. I think both teams have good weapons on offense. I think that just with the consistency, I trust the Lions a bit more. Um, but with the defense, I think the Panthers are going to be able to make a few more plays than the Lions are, which keeps the games close. But I think in week 4, I do think the Lions ultimately win it. Oh shit, week 4 win. And then we go to week 5 at the Cardinals. That's a win there as well. That's a Sunday afternoon game. So like a 1:30, 4:30 for the Eastern time. Uh, yeah, similar situation with the Jets. Lions just better, I believe, at quarterback. Receivers are we'll see. We have Michael Wilson, Harrison, and pass catchers. I mean, and what's the fuck his name? Their tight end. I always forget his name. It starts with the E. Um, Regardless, there's with the defense, the consistency there. I think Lions are better, are a bit better there. So through 5 weeks, I see them potentially going 4-1, 3-2, maybe because that week 4 game is gonna be closer than what I feel like people believe. Yeah, like 4-1, 3-2 after 5 weeks sounds about right. Let's go to week 6 and early bye week. That's gonna be killer because this team gets a lot of injuries as they already do. Go right here, week 7 at home against the Packers. I think the Packers are a better team as of right now. At home, 1:30 game. They're coming off a bye week though, so that is key for the Lions. So they'll be well rested. Um, let's give them the win here just because of that aspect. But at minimum, they split. But we'll give them the win for now. For now, we'll see how this schedule lines up. Week 8 at home against the Vikings, another divisional matchup. I think they split with them as well, but we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. Vikings got a little better. I feel like Kyler's a bit of an upgraded quarterback. They have a good defense, solid defense. I think they have a good a two-headed back committee. So we'll see. We'll see how they they have good coaching as well. Week 9 at Miami, I think the Lions are better than Miami. Miami's a little bit of a rebuilding team. Malik Willis showed a little bit of signs, but new coaching staff. Lack of really outside weapons. They have good tight ends. Defense a little bit inconsistent. Still giving the Lions there. Both of those 1 o'clock games, Vikings and Dolphins. And then we got what looks like an overseas game in Munich against the Patriots. I think here's where they start getting their L's in the way. I think against the Patriots in Munich, so in Germany, give me the Patriots there. I think coaching, Patriots a little bit better. Defense, Patriots, but offense definitely leans the Lions. And then week 11 against Tampa, I think that's a win there. Tampa usually plays them very, very close though. Last time they played, they're very high scoring games. This time around, yeah, but I think both teams are similar in this aspect where they have pretty similar quarterbacks. Baker runs a little bit more, but they're tough. They're both tough. They're both like in their early 30s. Um, both coaching staffs are established, and they do what they do. They both taken some losses, whether it be an injury or free agency, and their defense is a little bit inconsistent on both ends. But I feel like it being at home, I feel like the Lions win that one. And then week 12, I think the Bears. I have to see if they split because this is a home game and it's Thursday night game, so that's already a big advantage on their end. Home game, Thursday night, and his divisional game. So those three things are key. This is going to be a close game. I'll give them the win for now, but through 12 weeks, I only have them losing 2 games. I don't see that. So, 1, 2. After 5 weeks, they can potentially lose 2, so that's 3-2, and then through 12 weeks, 1 L for sure, so that's 4-2. Uh, let's see. Potentially 3 losses here with a potential 2 there. Okay, so potentially 5 total. So at the most, 5 losses after 12. So, but there's 11 games played. So 6-5 at the worst after 12 weeks. Yeah, but I don't think they'll be 6-5. I think they'll be a little bit better than that, like probably 7. Yeah, because I like the Falcons. I think they're better than the Falcons. The quarterback weapons. I mean, the Falcons got weapons, but they just that's the execution of it. And both defenses are inconsistent, but I trust the Lions a little bit more. But the Falcons are at home, so I mean they might keep it close, but I don't think so. I think the Lions just win that one. Week 14 against the Titans. Yeah, that's favorable matchup as well. I forgot they have a favorable schedule because I think they didn't win the division last year, so I don't think they did. I think it was the Packers and the Bears that advanced out of there. So yeah, week 14. Well, actually, let me check now. Let's see. Yeah, that wasn't okay. Cool. Just wondering. But yeah, week 14 against the Titans at home. That's a win. Tennessee rebuilding. You know, quarterback situation, second year quarterback. Might put up some points, but defense, leaves a lot to be desired. All right, here we go. Week 15 at the Vikings. I got them losing that one. So I think they split against Minnesota. Then versus the Giants, win there. Yeah, I think they're just better than the Giants. Coaching, quarterback, weapons. They have neighbors and some decent running backs, but ultimately, yeah, good at Lions. And then 17 and 18 losses because I feel like they split against their division rivals in the Bears and Packers and the Vikings. So that'll put them at 2, 3, 4, 5 losses, but a potential. Hmm. 1, 2, 5. 5 to 8 losses. Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna be 12-5. That's like Rams level. I don't think they're on that level. They took like a step back. I think they'll lose anywhere between like 8 losses at most. Sounds a bit much. Let's see, because the ones that I feel like they'll struggle with that'll be close: Saints, Bills, Panthers, both Packers games, both Vikings games, the Patriots, the Buccaneers, both Bears games. Yes, that's 11 games that I feel like will be within a score, like a touchdown. And then the for sure losses that I think they have will be the Bills, one Packer game, one Viking game, Patriots, one Bears game. Yes, that's already 5 losses, but I don't think they're gonna go all the way there. Like I can see them losing to the Buccaneers, I can see them losing to the Saints, I can see them losing to the Panthers. That's already 3 more losses there. So they'll probably lose one of those because I think they're favorable over the Giants, Titans, Falcons, Dolphins, Cardinals, Jets. Like those teams, I feel like are favorable. and I think they're as competitive as the rest of their division. So I think 7 losses, like 6 or 7 losses, is pretty fair, especially with this schedule. Um, let's see, that's yeah, like 10 or 11 wins. I see is like achievable for the Lions this year. Definitely, it's just the injury bug is what eventually comes to bite them. It's already biting them. They have a lot of injuries. But yeah, as of right now, I definitely see 10 or 11 wins. At most, I see 8 losses at most. But I don't think that'll be the thing. I think it'll be more around like 6 or 7 losses. But yeah, let me know what you guys think there with the Lions. I think they're going to be ultimately like a wild card team, maybe potentially a division winner, depending how it lines up. I think they're as good as the Bears and the Packers, but it's ultimately going to come down to those divisional matchups. But I figured we should jump into the next topic now. UFC event. Adrian join you? No, all good. Um, so yesterday's UFC event started pretty good, but ended kind of bad. Not gonna lie. So in the prelims, we had 3 straight finishes. Jeremiah Wells killed everybody's parlay. He was 7-1 underdog. Oral by one of my favorite up and coming contenders. Excuse me. Um, the missing link, Homo erectus, Homo habilis. Like the guy that just he's stuck in 1200 BC. He lost. He got subbed out. Third round. I thought he was gonna win. It was looking like he was after the second when he got the takedown pretty quickly, but sadly no. Neil Magny though got the second round knockout for the Unks, and Lucas Fernando got the third round TKO. He was just beating him up bad, dude. He was the one guy I feel like I wish I would have bet on, but I didn't bet on this early prelims, luckily. Then we had a Gore decision, which was a good fight overall. Dante Johnson knockout. I figured that one would happen. I didn't parlay him though. I wish I did, but it wouldn't have mattered. I would have lost anyways. So we got his first decision there, but it was a good fight. Dante Johnson, first round knockout. Charles Johnson, third round sub. Chapolin, that was a good fight. Charles Johnson and Chapolin, it was a good fight. And then Sheedy got the third round decision over Joel Alvarez. Wasn't a bad fight there, but Sheedy just threw more volume in the end. So overall, in the undercards, there was only 2 decisions out of 7 fights. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 5 out of 7 went to knockout or submission. Very good so far. Then we get to the main card. Very good as well. Esteban Ruvix knocks out Barboza in the second round. As he was heavy favorite for a reason, and this is where my whole night went to shit. Dustin Stoltz's second round submission on Mansour Abdul Malik. My fucking parlay died right there. I feel like everybody and their mom parlayed Malik or Oralby or Alvarez, and it was just bad. Um, and both of my underdog picks just lost. Turner, it took him 40 seconds to knock out Fernandez. That was crazy. I thought Fernandez was going to put on a better fight, but nope. And Dern it was just dominated Robertson. I thought Robertson was gonna piece her up from the outside and make it hard to take her down, but nope. I don't even think she landed a good shot on her. It was so bad. And then in the main event, Islam got the. I thought he was gonna get the submission. In the second round, he rocked Gary, and it looked like he was maybe gonna get a finish there, but sadly no. It started good, because like I mentioned here, we got Barbosa getting knocked out, Stoltz is getting a submission, Turner getting a knockout. So we got 3 more finishes in a row. So at that point, 5 out of 7 finishes, 8 out of 11 go to 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10 are finishes, and then the last 2 fucking to make it 12 fights. Uh, fucking five of them ended up being decisions, but two of them were for title shots, which made it kind of boring in the end. It was boring. So overall, the card was like a B minus. I want to say, like, nothing crazy, but nothing that memorable either. It was one of those where like the undercard was better than the prelims, which is kind of sad to say. Uh, 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 um, but this week we have another fight night card. It's in it's in Sacramento. It's where the Kings play. We have Fluffy Hernandez against RoboCop Rodriguez. Here we go. I think it's one of those like let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 fights. Okay. Yeah, so the top five will probably be main card and 2, 3, 4. They might put Carly on here, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's start off with Reed versus Dyer. I think Reed, I saw her fight. She's the one that looks like she's the one that's built like a. She got in better shape. But last time I saw her in the cage, she looked like a substitute English teacher. Um. So yeah, I mean, here we go. Uh, Chanel Dyer, England, 7-1. Elisa Reed, 8-5, coming off a loss. 3-inch height advantage for Dyer, 2-inch reach advantage. I think she's just the better, 6-1 for a reason. Dyer for sure. She's a lot there. But hey, we never know. Last time I said Oral By was a lock as well. Then we got two versions of Jesus fighting each other. We have Wes Schultz against Jackson McVeigh. Oh, I actually like Jackson McVeigh. I think he's a good fighter. No, not like great, but he's solid at what he does. Like a solid like fringe ranked. Like he'll never be more than top 15. Um, Both guys over 6 feet, 6'4" for Jackson. Yeah, I like Jackson McVeigh here. I don't love him, but I wouldn't parlay him either. But for the picks, we got McVeigh. Then we got Gage Young against Stan from Haiti. I think I saw Gage win his last fight. Not entirely. I don't. It must not have been very memorable. Fighting Stan from Haiti. Well, since Stan doesn't have many stats yet, I can't really pick it. So we'll skip that for now. Then we got Barbosa against Kuz, who's also making his debut. Any stats on him? Nope. Barbosa 17-2, 5'6". Wow. Yeah, I mean the odds favor him for a reason. So I'm probably gonna say Barbosa for now, but cannot go off of no stats. But here we go. Padilla versus Hapcrast. I recognize both these guys. I think Hapcrast, yeah, last time he fought, he got fucking destroyed. He got knocked out into oblivion, so he's chinny as fuck now. Padilla coming off a draw. That performance wasn't bad, but the competition wasn't that good either. I think I like Hapcrast here for a bounce back, but I wouldn't be surprised if uh Padilla just wins. Especially because Hapcrast, like I said, he's coming off a crazy knockout. Like if you guys get a chance, check that out. Then we have Kennedy and Jiku versus Shamil Gaziv. Kennedy coming off a draw. I think he got like eye pokes or some like stupid shit like nut shots, stuff like that. But he's 6'5" with a almost 5-inch reach advantage. Gaziv isn't a bad fighter. He's built like Uncle Ernie from George Lopez. So yeah, I kind of like Kennedy here just off of reach, but Gaziv is a very smart fighter, and Kennedy has struggles with takedowns. And the thing with Gaziv is he has heavy hands, so when he lands, he has very good power. Kennedy's good technique and good reach here. I'm gonna pick Kennedy as a slight underdog, but he's an underdog for a reason. That's one of my underdog picks there. And then we got Carrion Douglas against Jamal Emmers. I think I saw Emmers' last win. Yeah. I don't think I saw Douglas' last win, though. 5'9" against 5'10", 2-inch reach advantage. Ooh, okay. Let's see the competition. Yeah, because I think Douglas has fought better opponents of late. Oh, he has one fight in the UFC against Arosa via knockout. Okay. Whereas Jamal, he beat Emil, but that guy's been kind of chinny lately. Oh, a 2-fight win streak. Okay. But he's fought against like meme opponents. And he lost late. Yeah, Nate Landwehr. Yeah, give me Douglas on that one. Um, Pretty confident pick there. And then we got Anthony Wint against Terrence. Oh, Wentz. He's the guy that was just signed. Yeah, he was in the NFL. He was on the Jets. He was a linebacker. He's minus 1,000 for a reason. Yeah, he's gonna dominate. He's a lock for sure. Hopefully he doesn't get done like oral by. And then this is probably gonna be the main card here, but they haven't established it yet. It's still early in the week. So Carly Judice against J Sled Chavez. Ooh, J Sled is undefeated. Why is Carly 5-1 favorite? It's crazy. They're both brought 5'7", 5'6", same reach advantage. I think Carly's just a little meaner, but I think did I see who does she beat? She has one win in the UFC and it was a split decision. That's why. Oh, and then I feel like Carly has fought better. Yeah, she beat up Miller pretty easily, and she knocked out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's on a 3-fight win streak, and she knocked out a girl that the other girl wasn't able to. Yeah. So, yeah, Judy's for sure. That's a lock there. 5-1 for a reason, but it's women's MMA, so you know. Then Mason Jones against Medeiros. I think I saw Mason Jones last win. Yeah, he was. Yeah, this would be a pretty good fight. That 5-inch reach advantage makes me want to lean Jones because both guys are pretty solid. Marco Medeiros coming off a draw. I think there was an eye poke situation there as well. I mean, maybe nut shot, but it was one of those like point deduction. But I'm leaning Jones, but I'm not that confident. I wouldn't say it's 3-1 fight. It's probably like more like a 180, 150 favorite, I would say. Then we got Roman De Ritter. Is he trying to come back from his loss? Yeah. Against Roman Dolidze? Yeah. 6'4", 185 weight class. Yeah, I think De Ritter gets a bounce back here. I think he's just fought better competition. Last time he just got, I don't know. It felt like he fought injured, and I feel like this time coming around, trying to get that bounce back, get back into that ranked spots that he was in, because this might be kind of it for him. His last chance getting back into like contention, for title contention. So, well, relevance for title contention because not even he lost his ranked. So, and then the co-main we got Petrino against Spivak, the polar bear, both coming off a win. Petrino, man, heavyweight fight here, both 250. This is a good fight, honestly. I think Petrino is better in the stand-up, but Spivak is better. I think more all around. He has decent striking, not as good as Petrino. But I think he's better on the ground. Yeah, this is a true minus 170. Yeah, he beat up Asplund, Peterson, Lane. Lane's not that big of a thing. Lost to Jacoby. That's bad. Has an uncle loss. And lost to Anthony Smith. When was this? Last year? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean the polar bear here, dude. Spivak is ranked number 6 for a reason. Delija lost to Cortez, but Cortez is seeding, Almeida. Oh, he got knocked out by Almeida. I remember that. Okay. Got knocked out by Gon. Hmm. I don't know. This is pretty close. I'm a I'm a pick Spivak just because I want to have another underdog pick. But I wouldn't be surprised if Petrino just knocks his head off. And then the main event, oh yeah, I'm picking Gregory. I don't care. Last time I picked Fluffy, he fucked me when he fought against Strickland. Yeah, and it was a main event too. Dude, Robocop is a good fighter. He's an unk, like he's like 40 years old, but bro, he's built like a fucking um a tank, man. He's chinny as fuck, so he can't take that many punches anymore. But as a dog, I'll take him. He beat up Bruno Ferreira, Copy Love. Hermason, okay, he's not that good. Lost a Cannoneer. That's where it's just her to go, Brad. But before that, beat Duncan, Tavares, Tululun, for oh, he lost to Bruno. Yeah, so yeah, dude, like, oh, he won the via rematch against Bruno. There you go. Yeah, dude, I got him. Sorry, Fluffy. Underdog pick there. So sorry, I'm about to start my topic in a bit. Just getting my buddy ready, locked and loaded. Um, so yeah, let me go through the card real quick for locks. Here we go. My lock picks. Dyer for sure. 6-1 for a reason. I don't know who Barbosa is fighting, so we got to pay attention to that later on. Douglas maybe, but we'll see. Wind definitely. Wind. That's a lock for sure. Wind. Douglas maybe. Same with Judy's maybe, but we'll see with that. Those are probably it. Those are the only two locks. Maybe Douglas and Judy's. But those two for sure, Dyer and Went, they're for sure gonna win. Like, I mean, I said that about an oral buy, but we'll see. And then for my underdog picks, I would just go with Rodriguez, Spivak, and Kennedy. So underdogs and a Gregory for the main event. But yeah, that is this week's UFC event. Beginning at 5. What the fuck? The whole card was at 5? There's 13 fights too. That's pretty good. Pretty good event there. This Saturday in Sacramento. Pretty good. Alrighty. I think it's time for our next topic, boys. I wanted to do. Here we go. Another mock draft with you guys. Right here. This time I invited one of my loyal listeners, Farron, to join me. This is for a PPR mock draft. Like I mentioned, this one's actually happening in like 12 days. I actually have to pay for it soon. I forgot I have to start paying up. But yeah, it's I think 12 man. I invited another buddy, but he wasn't able to make it. It's all good. It's because I invite my buddies that are in this draft. They're in it as well. Um, so yeah, last week I started more towards the end of the draft. This week I want to start towards more in the beginning. Um, Full PPR. If you guys can see here, it's one quarterback, two running back, two receiver, one tight end, two flexes though. But yeah, I don't want to keep my buddy waiting for too long because he is invested his time. So let's start. I'm starting off first with the first pick. Last week I went 12. So this week I will go with Gibbs with the first pick. I think Gibbs is going to be the true number one overall player at his position, or Bijan will. But I believe Gibbs more because we're sticking with the Lions method. My buddy Farron is on the board. Let's see what he does here. He went with James Cook at pick 9. Let me see. I'll put this down right here so that way you guys can take a better look. And he went with Chase Brown for his second pick there. All right. James Cook and Chase Brown is a really good way to start. So I'm here at the turn. I probably want to get another running back just because already there's been 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 taken compared to 9 receivers. So my choices are between. Oh, perfect. I like Kyron Williams a lot right here. And I'll probably go receiver here because it's PPR, and I don't want to rely on like fucking Garrett Wilson, my wide receiver one. So I'll go Nico Collins. Good so far here. Hi, Farron. You are live. I don't want to bother him mid pick, but yeah. Shout out to Farron for being able to hop on a live mock. This is a live mock, boys, for the PPR draft. I think he'll probably go. Yeah, he'll go receiver. I figured as well. We're here at the so he has James Cook, Chase Brown, Chris Olave, and we'll probably he went Lad McConkey. Farron is a Chargers fan, so he went with the home team there, and he stole my home player there with Olave. See, what did I say? Ended up with fucking Garrett Wilson if you don't pick with if I didn't pick a receiver there. But I kind of like the running backs here as well. Henderson, good option. Montgomery, good option, but I already picked a Houston player. Same with I like Judkins, but not the offense. So I'll probably go with DeAndre Swift here. I do like the Bears offense. And I think I'll pick a receiver here. Um, we have Garrett Wilson. I do not like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We have Devontae Adams. I do like him, considering well, he's better, I think, in PP in standard because he has more touchdowns than catches. Um, I think I'm gonna go. I might go running back again. No, no, I'll go receiver because if not, I'm gonna end up with some bullshit. I like Jameson Williams and let's see Scary Terry real quick. He didn't do so well last year, and they just got Diggs. I don't like Garrett Wilson. Yeah, because of the quarterback situation. Devontae and Jameson, I'd be double dipping in the Lions offense. It's not a bad offense to have. DJ Moore had got a serious ankle injury, avoided one. I might have to go Mike Evans, but he's gonna die on the practice squad, on the practice field. So I don't want to pick either of these guys. So I'll probably just go Jameson Williams. Yeah, because he has the highest upside. Yeah. I'm double dipping on the Lions offense. Double dipped. Oh, I probably should have went tight end there. I'm an idiot. It's all good. It's all good. We needed a receiver there more, anyways, because I only had two receivers. Let's see what Farron does here. Because I forgot we need to pick a tight end, and Tyler Warren was like the perfect pick there. Damn it. Okay, see, this is why we learn. That's why we learn. Otherwise, I wouldn't have double dipped into the. Well, Detroit is not bad. You have a broken running back and a pretty broken receiver because Jameson was number 10 last year and wide receiver. So not bad. He went Tootin, not bad at all. Like Tootin. Yeah, all the receivers just are going now. And he went Price. Yeah, it's a good one there. I think I'm gonna have to fill out my. Oh yeah, okay. I actually really like him. He was number 6 last year. That's good. And Pitts. Oh, both those quarterbacks look terrible there. Well, actually, Shador didn't look too bad. So I might go Fannin here. I actually do like Fannin. And then receiver. I actually really like Parker Washington. Yeah. Yeah. Jacksonville. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting there now, boys. We are definitely getting there. Let's see what Farron does here. I like his team. So far, Cook, Brown, Olave, McConkey, Tootin Price. So two running backs that are taking over the starter position. Two certain receivers, good offenses. Olave last year, I think he was wide receiver 6. Show player card. Yeah, wide receiver 6. He went with Dalton Kincaid, good tight end there. Can't go wrong with a Buffalo player. What was he last year? 15. Yeah, that's the thing, man. See, I think Farron picked tight end last, so if you do that, you have a risk. Kyle Pitts didn't fall to him, and Pitts went really, really good last year. But I don't know. I feel like Pitts and Fannin, like a lot of these tight ends, they're high ranked, but it's because they're carried by a few games. Like they're not. It's not a full season of consistency. It's like flashes of greatness, and like some weeks you got like single digit points. See if Aaron does here. He went with Chris Godwin. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, because you need a wide receiver three. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. You gotta have a good balance in these. Otherwise you're gonna get fucked. Yeah, like, I need to get a quarterback now. So I could go Trevor Lawrence or Stafford. I think Stafford was quarterback one, quarterback three, even though he was fucking MVP. All right. Who's the offense do I trust more? Trevor Lawrence or the Rams? I kind of trust the Rams more, and I have Kyron. Yeah, because Jacksonville. Well, I have Parker Washington, so either way, I'll have a stack. But I think I trust the Rams more this year. So we have the Rams there, and then we haven't picked a quarterback in a while. So I mean a running back. So I think I'll go one there. Yeah, we can go. Oh, we can go Blake Corum to solidify our yeah, to solidify the backfield. Yeah, we'll do that. So that way we'll have our handcuff with Kyron. Because there's really no handcuff to Gibbs. Like, who is he? Isaiah Pacheco, trash. Um, and then to Swift, I think it's Monangai. Yeah, Kyle Monangai. So I'll just pick him later on. Excuse me. Go back to Farron. Trevor Lawrence just went. So yeah, that's another thing. You got to get a quarterback pretty like at the right time. And the ones available right now are you can get Mahomes, but I know he'll hate that because he's a Chargers fan. He's gonna eat him alive to get Mahomes. Get Mahomes, bro. So yeah, so far to go over my team, while Farron's picking Stafford at quarterback, not bad, and reigning MVP, pretty good offense. At my running backs, I have Jameer Gibbs and Kyron Williams, so we have a stack there with Stafford. At receiver, I have Nico Collins and Jameson Williams. I double dipped there on the Lions offense, but we ended up getting Harold Fannin at tight end, solid, especially with the rapport he's building with Shadur and with the pretty much the safety blanket with the quarterbacks, whoever starts. And then we have running back one in Chicago with Swift and Parker Washington at flex, our other flex. Pretty good receiver. Last year he was wide receiver 21, so not bad at all there. Not bad at all. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see what Farron decides to do here. I think the only upgrade I would need that I would want would probably be a receiver, but I'd probably do a trade for that. All right. Ooh, the defense is starting to go. Diggs went. I'll probably pick one, two, three, four. I'll probably pick a receiver and running back here on the turnaround. Oh yeah, Farron has to pick a quarterback here. Otherwise, he's gonna end up with fucking Baker Mayfield. This isn't bad in fantasy, but I'm just not that great either. Well, hey, quarterback 12. That's not bad either. Bo Nix is available. Quarterback 7 coming off injury. Purdy, quarterback 24. Not bad. Not that good. So yeah, if he's not careful, he might end up with Purdy. Yeah, see, he went Purdy. I knew he would do that. Okay, perfect. The guy I wanted just fell to me. I got Jordan Mason, running back I wanted, and we'll go. Dobbs is available. I like that. We haven't got a New England player yet. We need a receiver as well. Wide receiver 4. Either Dobbs or Golden. I think Dobbs probably has more opportunities with that offense. Debo's looking a little old. Shakir, Higgins. Yeah, I'll probably just go with Dobbs here. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're just a neighbor. Just a neighbor. Hey, it's okay. Sorry about my dogs. Why not? It's okay. It's just the neighbors. I think they're dropping off some materials. Oh, it's just the neighbor, his coworkers. Why not? It's okay. So yeah, just four more picks here. Kicker, defense, backup quarterback, and best available, player, I guess. Um, let's see. Yeah, I really enjoy the Kyron pick with the stack and the Rams is really good there. So I'm pretty much invested in the Rams offense, Lions offense for the most part. Those are like the two that are going to be the anchors of my team, which are not bad offense to be a part of. So yeah, we have because they're like X factors, like game breakers, like players that could win you a week, and we have that with, I believe, with Gibbs especially. Jameson as well. Jameson Williams is a potential, I'm talking about players that can score like multiple touchdowns per week that have shown the capability to do that. DeAndre Swift's one of the players as well. Kyron Williams, when he goes off, he goes off. All the defenses are going now. Damn, that's one of the ones that I didn't pay attention to as much as others. Let's see. We got the Vikings. Actually, they're number 3. I'll go with them. Go kicker here. Dicker went. Oh, we got the Rams. Wow. I'll get 3 Rams players. Fuck it. Why not? That's hilarious. Yeah, so pretty much my whole offense is the Rams. My kicker, running back, and quarterback are all the Rams. But kicker isn't that big of a deal at this point in the you can always just drop and pick one up. Like the Patriots kicker just went. I could pick up Chris Boswell. Like, you know what I mean? He's fine. McFearless is good. Bucker isn't bad. Like there's always good ones out there. Pinheiro isn't bad either. Yeah. Like, bum, bum. Let's see what Farron does here. Oh, I think he's off. Yeah, that's probably it for him. Yeah, he'll probably do the auto draft right there. So just a quick recap for his team. Looks like it started good, but I think it started to go bad once he started having to pick right here because that Kincaid pick isn't sexy, but it's not bad. 10 and 15 because Kincaid doesn't really get that many touches, to be honest. Godwin's kind of older too. Diggs, we'll see. He did well for the Patriots last year, but I don't think he'll be as good with the Commanders. Um, Purdy's not that sexy. Spears not that sexy. The Ravens aren't that sexy either. 17, yeah. So it started good, but it wasn't the best after Kincaid. But those first 5, I probably like Farron's first 6 picks more than I like my first 6 picks. But because of the context of this draft and that you need to have a fucking tight end, it's kind of pertinent to do that. So he ended up going McFearless, very good pick there for kicker. I think he's gonna go with backup quarterback here, if I'm not mistaken. Damn it! If he picks Shuck, I'll be upset. I want Shuck. There we go. Come on, let Shuck fall to me. Come on. Oh, of course. Team 2 heard me. Damn it. Fuck. All right, I'll just go. I guess CJ Stroud. Oh, he was bad. All right. How was Sam Darnold? He wasn't bad. Okay, I'll go with the defending Super Bowl quarterback as my backup. And a best flex available. Oh man, these are all bad. Oh man. Oh, Keaton Mitchell. Here we go. Not a bad running back. Nice. Nice. I have one, two, three. I have four receivers though, but I have one, two, three, essentially five running backs because one of them is the Rams and one of them will be starter for them. And then Farron's last pick coming up, he went with Boston, receiver from Cleveland, his previous pick. So see what he does here. Yeah, it's these. I don't know. I feel like I could have done better with this draft because Keaton Mitchell isn't a bad handcuff to have with Amari and Hampton. Um, and then Dahl as well. But I feel like Keaton Mitchell showed us flashes of explosion with the Ravens. So I think I like him there. Sam Darnold's a backup to the Rams. To Stafford is not bad. He's not sexy. He's not going to be as good as he was last year, but he's not a bad backup. And then Dobbs, not a bad wide receiver four. We'll probably need to drop nah, this is actually pretty good. The whole team top to bottom. Might need to pick up a tight end. I'll probably end up dropping Sam Darnold. If this is my team, dropping Sam Darnold and picking up another receiver or tight end. Because the way the running backs are, I pretty much have five good ones. I have Gibbs, the Rams running back, whichever one is the one. Swift, followed by Jordan Mason and Keaton Mitchell. Those are all pretty good. And then we got a receiver, Collins, Williams, Parker Washington, and Dobbs. Yeah, we'll need to get another receiver. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Alrighty. I think it's time for our final topic of the evening. Here we go. Here we are. Our MLB standings for Major League Baseball. Let's start off in the American League this week. Let's see how many teams are over 70 wins this time. I think there's only about 40 games left in this season. So we got the Rays, and that's it. Damn, Mr. Rays and everybody else. Followed by, let me see, the Yankees, 69 wins. The Red Sox, 66. White Sox, 65. And the Astros was 63 with their division. Damn. So it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are relevant in the AL. And only one team has over 70 wins. So the Rays should probably win the American League, right? And then in the National League, we have the Braves, Brewers, and the Dodgers, I believe. Yeah, with over 70 wins. Yeah, but the Dodgers are now in third place by half a game, it looks like, because they lost to the Brewers today. And then followed by after them be the Cubs, Phillies, and Padres. Yeah. So those like main five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Yeah, it was like 6 like teams that are relevant in the NL. Like just more relevant because they have more wins, really. Let me see where my Marlins are. Hey, 3 games above 500. Hey, it's 64. Okay. Okay. If they were in the American League, they would be 64 wins, would maybe put them in at first in the American League. I'm just kidding. But you play, you play who you play. Last place are still the Rockies, 50 wins. And the Angels are still the worst team in baseball, 49. God damn, that's crazy. For Farron, bro. I cannot wait. So like I mentioned, there's about 40 games left in the season. Playoffs start in October, so we'll see. I found out that only 2 teams, the top 2, get the bye week. So as of right now, the Dodgers are half a game out from getting the bye. but it's the Brewers and Braves, and the American League is the National League. It was the Brewers and Braves for the bye week. And the American League it is the Yankees and White Sox for the first round bye. Other than that, they're going to be in the card. But yeah, I think that'll do with today's episode. Went over the Lions, UFC predictions, MLB updates, as well as fantasy football. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Oh, fuck it. One last thing. Let's go over House of the Dragon. So I don't want to do full spoilers just because of it's only been out like finished for a week now. Let's show you guys. Here we go. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the chart. Here we go. So season 1, as you can see, 8 to 9s, all of them. The last episode has been the most highly rated, and episode 8, 9.3. Season 2, 9.4 was the highest rated episode of the entire series thus far. Followed by there were some lows though, especially that finale. It wasn't really a finale. And then season 3 started good, mid in the middle, ended very, very strong. And that's exactly how I would rate it as well. So this is just for season 3 so far. Season 3, the way it began was essentially what was promised at the end of season 2. So I'm not surprised that a lot of people just stopped watching it because a lot of people were just kind of pissed as to how the way season 2 ended. They literally hyped up, this big battle that was gonna come. They showed all the armies marching, fucking, fucking, the armor on. They got their swords, and arrows ready to go. The dragons are flying, and it's just like cut to black. Nah, you don't get to see that now. And it was like, damn, dude, like get away like 2 years to see that shit. And it sucked too because in from season 2 on, they've been changing the books a lot, which is one of the biggest things that pissed me off from Game of Thrones. Initially, was that they didn't follow the books, and in the end, they just went to shit. So as of right now, what's carrying the show is the action and the battles. The drama within the characters, they're not very good. At this point, I kind of just want everybody to die, which is good because that's how the story essentially ends. With everybody dying, the Targaryen house basically a shell of itself because of the Civil War. And yeah, they have like no dragons left in the end, or just really, really weak ass ones. So overall, this season, like yeah, those some episodes were mid, like some were mid, but the battles were really good. Overall, I'd probably give like a B minus for the season because the battles there was like three battle episodes, but like 4 were just like wasting time. Not even lying. So probably like a B minus for the season, and for the show, season 1 I'd say is an A. Yeah, season 2. I think season 2 is the worst season. Yeah, because there's only like one like not really that many memorable things. There's one really big one in the middle. That was yeah. Then towards the end, like kind of, but not really. But yeah, I think yeah, saying like a B minus. So like B minus C plus. Yeah, probably C plus, and then season 3 B minus because it was better than season 2, but because it was given the finale that season 2 promised. So and it ended pretty strong. And last season, the next one, season 4, is gonna be the last season. So overall, I would say this show is like a B so far. Like it started off really good, then went really mid, and then got back to solid, and right now we're just on like solid ground. So yeah, we're like at a B. I say like a B so far. Like I mentioned, the actors do what they can. There's like 2 characters specifically that are just annoying. Not annoying. It's just that the characters aren't very well written, and the actors do what they can with the material that they are given, but they're just not yeah. And then there's just no like playing of the actual game. There's no cunning. There's no plans. There's really like everyone's kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like it doesn't really feel like a civil war. It just feels like a big misunderstanding. And like I don't like that with writing where it's like if everything can just be resolved by all the characters just talking to each other, why don't they just do that? You know what I mean? And it's just I don't know. It's frustrating too because of I haven't read the books, but I compare them to what I hear them doing in the books, and I'm like, that just sounds better. Why don't they just do that? Like you don't have to do it exactly, but just even doing that similarly is fine. But I don't know. They've done so many changes now that I know how it ends. I'm not gonna spoil it here because I don't want to anybody that's seen it. I know how it ends. It's I mean they teased it. They said it how it ended in Game of Thrones. If you saw the show. But I'm not gonna say it. But if you get time to go back, Joffrey, I think, says it. But yeah, I can't wait to the finale. It'll be 2 years from now, so we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the Everybody and the Mom podcast, the podcast that everybody and their mom is fucking listening to. And I'll see you guys next week. Pretty much same time, probably in the early morning and or the evening, but Sundays definitely. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.